Weirdest laws that you might have broken. Starting off in our number 1. Birthday rules. In Samoa, it is illegal to forget your wife's birthday. This should in fact be a crime. Should you happen to be forgetful and end up missing this day, you are required to compensate your wife for doing so. And if your wife was feeling extra spiteful and decided to perhaps complain to the police, you might even have to answer to the law. Definitely one of the more extreme and surprising laws on this list. It's definitely good practice to keep your wife as happy as possible, or else, who knows, she might just go end up complaining about it to the police. Number 2. Selfie etiquette. This law comes from Sri Lanka, and it basically has to do with the etiquette that should be seen when someone is around a statue of Buddha. Of course, many people, whether local or tourists, will stop at a Buddha statue to admire it, to pay respects, to pray, and in this day and age, of course, a lot of times this comes with a selfie. Here's the thing though, regular selfie pose is a no-no for this one, and that is because turning your back to Buddha is a huge offense. You could be forced to delete the photos. I mean, who would even want the evidence of you committing this crime anyway? And if you were to refuse deleting them, things might go as far as to have the police called. There are definitely other ways, positions, and poses where you can snap a pic with the statue, but just never with your back to it. Number 3. Light bulb moment. Another. Victoria, Australia law. Apparently, it is illegal to change a light bulb at first. I thought it was a little insane, but basically you just need a valid license to do so, which means only certified electricians are allowed to change them. It is a little extreme and probably really an inconvenient, but I think that, playing this one on the safe side, can't be ridiculed too much. Electricity could be a pretty terrifying thing, especially when you don't really know what you're doing for sure. Not the most difficult task an electrician faces, but hey, it's got to be done. What happens if your light goes out on like a Saturday or a Sunday? Do you have to pay premium light bulb changing prices? How much does the light bulb change cost? In the first place, who supplies the light bulbs? I don't know. I've just got a lot of questions. Number 4. Walking time. Dogs everywhere rejoice. This one is for you. If you live in Turin, Italy, and have a dog, you better be prepared to get your steps in, because taking your dog for any less than 3 walks a day is considered a crime. This one makes a lot of sense considering how many neglectful dog owners are out there. These people accountable, not getting outside for 3 walks a day, could land you a fine of €500. Italy is known as an animal-loving nation, and they actually have a few other laws in place to protect animals, including trees. If you're planning on or already live in Italy, this law is definitely something to consider before getting a beloved furry friend. Number 5. When some people choose to do something wrong, and then it ruins things for everyone who wasn't doing the wrong thing. Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened in Singapore, and now no one can chew gum. There were some people who decided to try and mess with the mass rapid transit system, and they used chewing gum to do it. These people ended up costing the Housing and Development Board $150,000 a year just to clean up this gum. So in 1992 they banned it. They banned all gum substances, and so anyone importing, selling, or making gum can potentially face fines or even jail time in 2004. However, there was an exemption made for those who needed gum for therapeutic, dental, or nicotine chewing gum reasons, and those can be bought from a doctor or a pharmacist. Number 6. Tree climbers. I feel like I should have known of this law before, especially considering the fact that it comes from just outside of Toronto and Oshawa, Ontario. But despite that, don't get too excited on your next park day in Oshawa and end up climbing a tree, because that is apparently strictly forbidden. One of the bylaws for the city says, quote, "No person shall interfere with a tree or part of a tree located on municipal property, including but not limited to attaching, affixing, or placing upon in any matter, any object or thing to a tree or part of a tree, and climbing the tree." That was a long way to say that. Yeah, the law states that there is just simply no tree climbing allowed. This does again seem like a kind of footless rule, but it is said to have been made with only safety in mind. The Canadian law discussion talked about how this law came to be and said that it was put in place to stop citizens from trying to act like Spider-Man. The city of Oshawa is just out here trying to care for the citizens. If you like this video, do give a thumbs up to the video and also subscribe and hit the notification bell for more exciting videos like this. Till next time.